Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Metal video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Dragon Ball Super Part 2 stage of the Gathering of Super Warriors Supreme Magnificent Battle event and how you can complete the Miraculous Awakening mission for this event. Now, I covered this event in quite a lot of detail and a couple missions for it, so I'm not going to go through every phase, but what you need to know is that the event has quite a few phases. I believe it has 8 in total, or even more. I think it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so 8 phases in total, but it has quite a few enemies per phase. So basically each phase has more than one enemy always. Some phases will have 4 enemies, some will have 2 enemies. The event itself starts off fairly difficult with a 1.3 million supers, but eventually scales its way all the way up with a big jump at the end to 3.3 and 2.2 million supers. Now, how the event works is obviously there are multiple enemies with multiple types, and this is always going to be a problem for a lot of players, because whenever you are facing multiple types of enemies, that's immediately something that can cause you quite a lot of alarm, because the thing is you're now facing multiple different sources of super attack damage that could potentially be at a type disadvantage for you, and this is not something you want to necessarily take on. This isn't a environment you want to necessarily facilitate a lot in. So a solution to this is to have units that have guard. So units like Int LR Super Saiyan Goku, to have Int LR SSBE Vegeta. Technically all those units, they are going to be really good here, because their guard mechanic prevents a lot of the big concerns that you have around, like I say, functioning in an environment where you are taking damage from multiple sources. Beast Gohan, also an absolutely exceptional choice. Really strong unit, great defensive unit. His taunts come in handy as well. That's always something very useful. Some of the stages that may cause you some concern, I think, are mainly the last 3 stages, or 3 or 4 stages. Goku Ultra Instinct Sign and Caulifla and Kale, for me, are probably where the event takes quite a big step up. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to focus on getting rid of Caulifla and Kale, as Goku will dodge you quite a bit. He has a 30% evasion chance, which is quite a lot, so you do need to be careful of that. Then on top of that as well, the Ribrianna, Kakunsa, Rosie, Android 17-18 phase can also be quite alarming, just due to the fact that there are 4 enemies, which is the most that you'll be fighting at any given point in time in this event. So again, can be quite challenging, quite overwhelming. Then obviously your next bet is going to be the final phase, because of the difficulties in terms of handling UI Goku and Jiren. Goku is a challenge because he can crit, and also he has quite a high evasion rate. We're talking 60% almost, so it can be very annoying, even though he has quite low health. Then we have Jiren Full Power, who has a fair chunk more health, but will randomly seal one of your characters, and also hits for about 3.3. Now Goku with his crits causes more problems than most for us, because of the fact that he can cause some serious damage with his super, even through our units that have guard. But obviously we can handle this fairly easily. Now, Miraculous Awakening is not a good category. Honestly, I didn't really like it so much. Your leads are literally very minimal. It's MUI Goku, who's a good choice, or basically Beast Gohan. Both are excellent, but I went with Beast Gohan, largely just because Double Beast Gohan felt a lot more kind of comforting than having one AGL UI Goku. The rest of the team is fairly straightforward. LR Int Super Saiyan Goku, LR Int SS2 Super Saiyan Gohan after his Super Easy A. Then we have the Int SSBE Vegeta, who will act as one of our tanks. the Strength SSBE Vegeta, who will act on the other rotation as a second slot, and then we'll have AGL SS3 Goku kind of floating and doing his thing. Generally what I did was I paired up the SS Goku alongside, anyone really, and then I paired up the Strength Vegeta alongside a Beast Gohan, and that tended to get some good results for me. Obviously, with that being said, there's no real guarantee of anything, but I think overall, it was a pretty straightforward run from there. It can be challenging, so just see how you go. If you need any more help, let me know in the comments down below. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.